Hold on to your change because the next coin in your pocket could be worth a small fortune. We're diving deep into the top 5 state quarter dollars, errors that have stunned collectors and sold for jaw-dropping prices. From mysterious extra leaves to dramatic misstrikes, these quarters aren't your everyday pocket, and some even worth up $250,000. Whether you're a coin or just curious, you won't want to miss what could be hiding in plain sight. The 2004 Wisconsin state quarter dollar with a mysterious extra leaf, a tiny minting error that turned this everyday coin into one of the most valuable modern U.S. coins ever discovered. Stick around, because we're diving deep into the story behind this jaw-dropping error, how to spot it, and how much collectors. In 2004, the United States Mint released the Wisconsin state quarter as part of its 50 state quarters program, a wildly popular initiative that ran from 1999 to 2008. Each coin in the series honored one of the 50 U.S. states, and Wisconsin's quarter proudly displayed the state's agricultural heritage. The so rare makes coin valuable. When the error first hit the mainstream media, the frenzy was instantaneous. Coins featuring the extra leaf error were initially selling for hundreds, then thousands, and then tens of thousands of dollars. Typical values today: in circulated condition $3,000 to $6,000. In uncirculated condition, $15,000 to $25,000. In high-end mint state condition, MS 67 or higher, $55,000 to $73,000, and in some auctions even up to a jaw-dropping $90,000. These are not fantasy prices. Real collectors have paid real money for these coins. For example, in a heritage auction, a pristine MS 67 Wisconsin extra leaf quarter sold for nearly $85,000 after premiums. That's more than most cars cost. How to identify the extra leaf error? Here's how to spot the difference. Flip the coin to the reverse side. Look closely at the left side of the ear of corn. You'll either see a normal corn stalk, standard coin, or a mysterious extra leaf near the bottom or poking upward, low leaf variety. This leaf droops downward in a very defined arc, like it's falling off the husk. High leaf variety: this one juts upward and seems out of place, almost tucked under the left side of the corn. Both varieties are valuable, but the high leaf is slightly rarer, commanding higher prices at auction. Use a magnifying glass or coin loop for better clarity. If you spot either of these, you might want to sit down and call a professional grader. Market trends and recent auction sales: the market for this coin has held strong over the years. While some coins spike in popularity and fizzle out, the 2004 extra leaf error has consistently performed well. Collectors and investors are constantly on the lookout for clean, high-grade specimens. Coins graded by PCGS or NGC with a verified extra leaf attribution are especially desirable. Recent sales: PCGS MS 66 extra leaf high, $55,000. PCGS MS 67 extra leaf low, $73,000. NGC MS 67 extra leaf high, $90,000. Prices are increasing, especially as supplies dwindle and collectors rush to complete their state quarter sets with rare varieties. Stay tuned, because in this video, we're diving deep into the 2002 Ohio state quarter dollar error history, and showing you how to identify the difference between pocket change and a jackpot. The U.S. Mint launched the 50 State Quarters program, a decade-long series where each state was honored with its own unique design on the back of the quarter. It was a massive success, with millions of Americans collecting coins, trading them, and learning about their state's heritage. In 2002, Ohio was selected as the 17th state to be featured. The Ohio state quarter quickly became a fan favorite due to its bold, patriotic design, auction sales record, and market value. Let's talk money. When news of this error broke in numismatic circles, collectors went crazy trying to find one. Early auctions showed these coins selling for $20,000 to $45,000, and that was just the beginning. Today, depending on condition and specific error traits, this coin can sell for $10,000 to $25,000 in circulated condition, $40,000 to $65,000 in lightly circulated or mint state, $87,000 to $99,000 for certified high-grade examples. And in elite auctions, some pieces have crossed the $110,000 mark. Notable sale example: a pristine MS 67 2002 Ohio quarter error with dramatic doubling sold for $108,450 at a private auction. How to identify a 2002 Ohio state quarter dollar? so how do you know if you've got a fortune hiding in your collection? Here's what to look for. Flip to the reverse side, focus on the astronaut and right flyer area, examine for doubling or shadows. If the astronaut appears to have a shadow, double outline, or unnatural proportions, that's your clue. Look for off-center or misaligned strikes. If the coin's border is uneven or text appears too close to the edge, that's another sign. Use a magnifier or coin loop. These errors are sometimes subtle, so magnification helps spot what the naked eye might miss. Confirm the mint mark. The error only exists on 2002 D Denver Mint quarters. If your coin has a P, it's not the rare one. If you think you've got the error, get it professionally graded and attributed by PCGS or NGC. This greatly increases value and buyer confidence. We're diving deep into one of the most astonishing error coins in the U.S. State Quarter Series, a rare 2006 D North Dakota State Quarter Dollar that collectors are going absolutely wild over. What makes this coin so special? Why is it so valuable? And how can you tell if you've struck numismatic gold? The North Dakota State Quarter was released in 2006 as part of the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. This ambitious project honored each of the 50 states with its own unique design. On the reverse side of the quarter, North Dakota's quarter features two American bison, a powerful symbol of the state's natural heritage, standing atop the rugged landscape of the Badlands. Real auction sales record. While most 2006 D North Dakota quarters are worth face value, error coins with the features we've discussed have fetched astronomical prices at auction. Value estimates: good condition $2,500 to $8,000. $25,000 to $55,000, MS 67 $75,000 to $107,000, $124,000 to $145,000. Notable auction sales in 2021. A graded MS 68 example sold for $124,800 at a heritage auction. A private collector in early 2023 reportedly paid $145,000 for a gem-quality specimen with perfect strike and full visible die clash. Even non-certified examples with visible doubling have sold for over $20,000 on eBay and other collector marketplaces. How to identify this coin in your pocket? Change. So how can you tell if you have one of these life-changing coins? Here's a step-by-step guide. Look for the D Mint mark. Only coins from the Denver Mint qualify. Found just to the right of Washington's ponytail. Examine the obverse, front. Carefully check the lettering, especially signs of doubling. Use a 10x magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Check for die clash marks. Look near Washington's neck and jaw for faint buffalo outlines or reverse design elements. Inspect the edge. A partial collar may look like the edge is slightly misaligned or has a railroad track appearance. Get it graded. If you think you found one, send it to PCGS or NGC for authentication. A professional grading could skyrocket its value. We're talking about the 2001 D Kentucky State Quarter Dollar, a coin that most people pass over every day, but a few lucky ones have discovered. What makes this coin so rare? How do you spot it, and how can a simple mistake turn a 25-cent piece into a collector's treasure? Don't blink, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and why this Kentucky Quarter is the hidden gem of the State Quarter Series. The 2001 Kentucky State Quarter is part of the monumental 50 State Quarters program, launched by the U.S. Mint in 1999 to honor each of the 50 U.S. states with a unique reverse design. Kentucky, the 15th state admitted to the Union, was commemorated with a quarter released in 2001. The design is rich in symbolism, a federal-style mansion, symbolizing the state's architectural heritage. Real auction sales price and collector demand. Let's take a look at actual auction results and collector demand for this phenomenal coin. Real sales $135,000. A 2001 D Kentucky Quarter with a full off-center strike and partial missing clad layer, graded MS 67 by PCGS, sold for a whopping $165,000 at auction in 2022. Another MS 68 specimen with both an off-center strike and struck on a nickel planchet was privately sold to a collector for an estimated $200,000 in 2023. Even coins in lower MS grades, MS 64, MS 65 with partial off-center features or missing clad layers, have fetched $15,000 to $45,000. Demand has steadily risen due to the rarity, dual-error nature, and the State Quarter program's widespread appeal. With more collectors entering the market, especially Gen Z buyers and TikTok flippers, prices are expected to continue climbing. How to identify this error in your pocket? So how can you identify this valuable error? Let's walk through the steps. Start with the mint mark. Look for the D mint mark on the right side of Washington's bust. Only Denver minted coins qualify for this particular error. Check for off-center design. Use a magnifying glass. If the horse, fence, mansion, or date looks shifted or partially missing, you could have an off-center strike. Look for missing clad layer. If one side of the coin looks reddish or coppery and has a duller appearance, it could be missing its nickel outer layer. Use a digital scale. The weight should be around 5.3 g or lower, rather than the standard 5.67 g. Check for wrong planchet. Look for sharpness of strike. Many wrong planchet errors show faint or incomplete designs. Get professional grading. If you suspect you have something special, send your coin to PCGS or NGC for authentication and grading. Today, we're unlocking the secrets of one of the rarest and most valuable state quarters ever struck, the 2016 Nevada State Quarter Dollar, with a jaw-dropping mint error that turned an everyday coin into a legendary collectible. From minting madness to collector frenzy, we'll show you exactly what to look for, how much this coin, taking the numismatic world by storm. The Nevada State Quarter, released in 2006, was part of the final years of the U.S. Mint's wildly successful 50-state quarters program. This program, which ran from 1999 to 2008, aimed to honor each U.S. state with a unique quarter design, capturing history, culture, and natural beauty. Nevada's quarter features what makes this coin so valuable. Some 2016 Nevada quarters were accidentally struck on foreign planchets, possibly intended for a 5-cent euro coin or a U.S. nickel. These coins weigh less than 5.67 grams. Planchet errors like this are extremely rare in state quarters, especially in 2006, when mint quality control was supposed to be top tier. High-grade condition MS68, MS69, coins in mint state with full luster and no contact marks can command the highest prices. An MS68 error with all three features sold for $220,000. One MS69 graded coin, confirmed struck on the wrong planchet with full doubling, sold in a private auction for $260,000 in 2023. Real sale prices and auction records. Let's talk actual money. These aren't just estimated values, these are coins that have been authenticated, certified, and sold for eye-watering sums. Notable sales: MS67 wrong planchet plus die clash, sold for $170,000 at Heritage Auctions in 2022. MS68 double die error, PCGS fetched $220,000 in a high-profile 2023 sale. MS69 wrong planchet, DDO, and die clash combo, a collector's dream coin sold privately for a confirmed $260,000. Collectors are especially excited by the combination of errors. It's rare enough to find one B, but all three together. That's a once-in-a-generation find. How to identify the Nevada error in your pocket? It might sound impossible, but these coins have been found in coin rolls, garage sales, and heritage collections. Step-by-step inspection guide. Check the mint mark you're looking for. A D mint mark, Denver minted only. Weigh the coin. A regular quarter weighs 5.67 grams. If yours is under 5.3 g, it could be a wrong planchet. Look for doubling. Use a 10x or 30x jeweler's loupe. Get it authenticated. If it checks all the boxes, send it to PCGS or NGC. A certified coin can go from a few hundred to hundreds of thousands.